Welcome back. If you are just tuning in, you are watching and listening to the New Media Radio show hosted by me, Coach Steve Toth, your host, as well as your executive producer and the founder of Real Coaching Radio Network. And today we are continuing last week's theme, which is we are reviewing the top 10 internet radio networks out there, and today it happens to be BlogTV. Now, if you missed the first two segments of the show, you can go to www.newmediaradio.info and listen and watch the repeat of the show, which is the podcast once it's published, the archive. Okay, so we were about to talk about how do you broadcast on BlogTV, and before we get into that, what I want to announce is I want to welcome all of our syndication channels, and that to be Stickem, and we happen to be featured there, as well as BlogTV, and of course MyRx for Living, Real Coaching Radio Network, Kai TV, Receiva Internet Radio, Radio Roku, and you can check out my show on my dedicated radio show webpage, which is on www.newmediaradio.info. All right, so how do you broadcast on BlogTV? Well, once you logged in to your account, there's a broadcast live button on the right top hand side, and it takes you to a new page where actually you can set some of the important things that you want to make sure you handle. Some of them are the language, as well as what your show is going to be about, what category is it going to be in, and you can set this on a per show basis. And you also want to, if you want to, you can send an email to all of your fans. This is a little cumbersome. I mean, you can enter all the emails, or you can import them in from all the major email clients, but and then save it. And if you're a large network like us, this becomes an impossibility. But I see it as a great feature for somebody that's just starting out, because when you're building, it's definitely a plus to be able to let your fans know at the beginning when you're going to be on. All right, so once you fill all that stuff out, including the Twitter integration, then you can proceed to go live. And when you go live, you pretty much get the same view that but when the listener gets when they come to your page. You get the large video screen and the chat on the right. The only difference is this is something that the viewers don't see, only the broadcaster, is you have three options which you can start your show with. You can either start it as a public broadcast, you can start it as a private broadcast, or as an HQ, a high quality broadcast. And then once you pick that, then you can begin your show and go live, which is what we're doing right now as we speak. As we review BlogTV, that is what's happening. All right, so let's talk about I could probably talk about the high quality option, but it's too technical, so I'm gonna skip because I'm gonna bore people to death. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what I promised, which is the Pro account. So what's the Pro account about? Well, normally when you open an account on BlogTV, you get a free account, and you get all the standard features. But if you want more, and this is what a lot of the internet radio networks are doing, is they're starting to develop premium features, premium functions, several different levels, and BlogTV has only one right now, and that's the Pro account, and it's pretty inexpensive. They're only asking for $24.95 a year that you can become a Pro account. So what does the Pro account gives you? Well, it gives you that nice little badge that's on your logo or on your picture. It gives you the ability to run private shows, which I think is pretty cool. And you get to invite just your friends. So the public is not invited. Only the friends you invite are invited to this private show. I think that's pretty valuable. That feature by itself is worth the $24.95 as far as I'm concerned. You've got a VIP priority, and that has to do with the chat rooms, and the next one is pretty important, is there are no ads. So once you're a Pro member, no ads are playing for you. Now if you're just a viewer and you don't have an account, even if you have a free account, you're going to have to put up with the commercials, and usually they only a minute or less, so it's not too bad. And you get additional emoji counts, which I don't care about much, but that's just me. You've got more image options that you can upload, and here's the next one. That's a big one. You can record up to 30 minutes per show. So if you want to record your shows, I think the standard option is only 10 or 15 minutes. I can't remember right now, but you get 30 minutes. And here is the next biggie, which is your storage is doubled. So you get 500 minutes of total storage for your videos, which I think just between those three features I mentioned, recording up to 30 minutes per live show, double your storage, and having the ability to have private broadcasts, those are worth the $24.95 all by itself, so it's a good value. Alright, so checking with time, I think we're doing fine. Now here's something else I want to mention about BlogTV that I think is important, and a lot of people miss it. And it is pretty cool when you've got a technology where you can start getting some statistics. Now, because we are Real Coaching Radio Network, and we are in a whole bunch of networks simultaneously, that becomes a pretty tough task to keep track of all of our stats. But when you're doing just one show, and you're doing it on BlogTV, and let's say you're doing a weekly show, getting statistics is a pretty cool thing.